welcome to the channel, welcome to We+3, and welcome to a toasty day here in Ohio. I should have pre-put the AC on in this car. As you can tell, we are not in the Cybertruck. Can you believe we've had that Cybertruck for 1 full year? We've got projects and projects and projects to do because we are hitting the road in T-minus 1 or 2 days. Very quickly this trip is coming up upon us. That's pretty much why I recently just did the new water bay install. If you guys missed that video, I'll leave it right here for you to go check out. Update on the water bay. It did excellent. We are now at a new campsite. It made the ride. Didn't move at all. I'm very impressed with all of it. It turned out awesome. We have so many things that we have to grab for this trip, and it's happening. We got to go get Def for the motorhome. We got to go get a few things for the trip, and it's just it's one of those days that you just have to prepare so you can enjoy another day on the road and make sure it's a simple process. It's just one of those things, right? So without further ado, grab a snack, grab a drink, kick back, relax. Let's hang out today, and let's just get the video going. It is so weird driving with your typical steering wheel. I'm used to just driving the truck like this. You move left, you move right, instead of taking the entire steering wheel, like going from a huge circle to actually turn. So this is different for me. When you do drive something for a long time, everything else feels obsolete when you get into another vehicle. So definitely excited to go pick that up tomorrow. It was like just the normal maintenance, you know, change the wiper out, just different stuff like that. And also our last trip, I don't know if I filmed this or not, but our last trip on the way to Ohio, I kept having issues with low tire pressure. And I was trying to figure out, okay, why do I keep getting low tire pressure? We actually have an onboard air compressor along with an air chuck and an entire system to be able to fill up the motorhome tires if need be, and any kind of thing, you know, other vehicles and stuff like that. I went to hook in the air chuck to the tire of the Cybertruck, and the chuck itself kept on like hissing, and I was like, okay, it's loose. Well, I rolled in a Tesla into Columbus about a week or so ago, and they're like, oh, your air chuck is loose. And I was like, okay. So they tightened it up. Not sure how that happened. It was the inside just came loose. Could have been from weather, could have been from who knows what. So then another week goes by, and I keep having the low tire light come on. Fill it up again. The air chuck was not the issue. Took it to Tesla. They called me yesterday. They said, hey, Jaron, you're gonna need a new tire. Well, somehow there was a shard of metal on the other side. You couldn't see it. They put the tire up on a lift, but there was metal in the tire. So the only bad thing about that truck is that it's custom tires, right? You can't just go to Firestone or your mom and pop shop and pick that tire up. You have to get the Cybertruck tire. It's just how it is. You have to order from Tesla, and it's $600. That's all labor included too as well. A part of me wants to keep the look of the Cybertruck because that's why I got the Cybertruck to begin with, right? I love that Rover look. But a part of me also wants to do custom wheels and tires. So if any of you have any recommendations, I'm curious, what do you recommend for the Cybertruck? So it is on full air, and you have to do it right if you're going to do it. I don't know if any of you have a Cybertruck. If you do, comment down below, let me know. I do want to go custom with it. The thing is, if I go custom with it, I also have to get a new trailer because my trailer is already not maxed out, but the width is like, that's it. There's nothing else, like there's zero room. So you go to spend, you know, $3,000 to $4,000 on a custom wheel package. Now you gotta get a new trailer for $15,000 to $17,000 so your vehicle will fit. I think I'm just gonna go with replacing the tire because it has to be done. But I'm going to replace the tire, and then it's going to sit in storage while we're gone on our trip. So it is what it is. You know, you just have to have it. Honestly, I was gonna make this video tomorrow, but I was feeling some high energy, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this video today. Hopefully this camera setup is kind of cool. This Model Y actually has a dash, and you can tuck the camera into where the AC is coming out. So we can do hands-free because we're in autopilot, which is awesome. I'm not sure what year this one is, but the tech is a little bit different than the Cybertruck. But you know what? They gave me a loaner, and I'm very blessed to not have to walk or have to Uber around everywhere. Speaking of Ubering around everywhere, we are not taking a vehicle with us on this trip coming up. So we are just taking the motorhome. The Atwoods are also just taking their motorhome. And I feel like if we do need a vehicle, we can do Turo or we can do Uber. We are going up, you know, to the East Coast area, and I'm thinking, I heard that it's always kind of hard and it's tight to get into places, so we're gonna debunk that myth on that trip as well. We did plan this a while back, and it's gonna be different. We are used to having a vehicle with us, but it's also gonna be nice to be free without a vehicle and a trailer. So we'll see how that goes. A part of me wants to bring the truck, but a part of me wants to not have the trailer and deal with it, because a lot of these campgrounds are not created equally. If you guys are in the camping world or into the camping life, you get what I'm talking about. These places, like I said, they're not created equally. They'll tell you that you have 70 to 80 feet long sites, but you can't even get a 50-foot rig into the actual park, and that becomes a huge problem. A lot of these places that we've been looking into aren't very huge, so I think we're gonna just play it safe, and we're just gonna do our motorhomes. So it'll be just like we're out just camping, and that'll be our car, and if we do need one, we can just rent one. And that's another thing I want to talk about. We possibly are looking into getting something different, just a flat tow like we used to do in our Bronco, and I absolutely loved it. But I think going from flat tow to an actual trailer in a vehicle has taught me quite a bit, and I'm glad we got to at least experience it. T-minus 20 minutes till we arrive at Costco. They literally close in 30 minutes right when I get there. I already have the few things that I want to grab. It's just a grab and go type of thing. I'm super excited to be sharing all of this with you. We typically don't film like the behind the scenes stuff, but I know a lot of you are interested in seeing these things, right? It's like, what does it take to get road prep ready? Because for one, it is a mental mindset, right? You want to make sure you're going through all the stages of learning everything. Every day is a learning experience as well. I never pretend to act like I know what I'm doing every single day, because I want to be open-minded to learning and taking new things in. You start acting like you know everything about this industry, and you're like, oh, I don't need to learn anything new. That's when you start failing and you start breaking things and messing up. So just advice for if you are getting into this lifestyle or you are hitting and getting on the road, take one thing at a time. It's okay to make a list. It's okay to take your time. It's okay to prep a few days in advance. We are all human and we make mistakes. And I think that this video is sharing our adventures, but also sharing our fails with all of you. Will help each other just like this, right? It's good to talk about things, right? I'm super excited to be, I don't know, out here. It's sunny, it's not raining. And I'm excited to be making a video today. So on the way we go, T-minus, well, 18 minutes out. Made it into the club, do some shopping. What do I need, right? Let's just stay focused. I'm gonna run in here, grab what I think what we need. I guess it's probably a good time to actually come to Costco when they're about to close, so you spend a little bit less money, I guess you could say. Gotta stay focused. Let's get in, let's get out. I didn't know they sold these little kid bikes here. We actually bought the older kiddos, 2 of those. So we have 2 of those actually sitting in our underbelly, which we'll get to some organizing, but I came over here to look at these. These are nice headlamps. I always need a good headlamp. I actually just bought brand new flashlights here the other day, but a headlamp is nice because you're basically hands-free. How many lumens are these? 1,000 lumens, so 30 bucks. They're like 10 bucks a piece. So yeah, I think we let's grab one. Ooh, gotta grab one in the back, right? You know the drill. These are very nice. All right, cool. Gonna grab these first thing in the cart. Don't need them, but we're here, so why not? Where are you? Where are you, Mr. Green Box? Wait a minute. All right, it's over here. It's over here. Green box? Nope, not that green box. No way, they don't have it anymore. I literally come to get DEF for the motorhome here because they have an abundance of it and they don't have it today. Way up there. They're not gonna want to get that down, right? With 8 minutes to close. I bet you there's another pallet. All right, it's gotta be down here somewhere. Let's look. I guess while we're rolling through here, what else do we need? A basket full of goodies. I came in here looking for a portable cooler, like an ice chest / freezer that you can actually run off a 12 volt or 110 power. And we actually have a spot that's made for a 12 volts little fridge freezer, but I was told Costco had it, and I'm not seeing it. So it could have been maybe one of those items that they just had for like a quick second. Maybe it was at the beginning of the summer, but I'm not seeing it. So, all right, let's go roll over here, see if they got down some DEF for me. That's gonna help me on this road trip, not having to stop at, you know, places to fill up with DEF. So they had to get the forklift because the guy was telling me that he was trying to explain to me that they put it in the wrong spot last night. So let's go over here and see. Yep, the pallet is down. All right, cool. So now I have a full pallet of DEF, which is good. Oh, what a nice guy. You know, they didn't have to do that, but he's like, I don't want you to go on your trip and you not have your DEF. So we're good on DEF now. All right, it's loaded up, and I think we're pretty much done with our little our Costco journey. So if we didn't have to have this with a motor, that would be nice. You know, honestly, it's a pretty good deal here too. So it's about 13 bucks a box, or $13.99. If you were to buy a box of DEF at the actual gas station, this box right here would be about 25 to 27 bucks. So 13 and some change, I'll take it. I think we are ready to check out. They are closed, and they have definitely turned off the AC on me. Well, not just me, everyone else who is also shopping in here. The line to check out is very, very long. So I'm kind of just strolling, making my way back. It's another thing that I don't need, but I know that I want to upgrade. They haven't had these small ones ever. So these are the Nordic wear ones. Baking and grilling trays for oven and grill, safe to 500 degrees. Okay, PFA safe, made in America. Pretty good idea, because we could do like grilled corn in the oven. So I think I'm gonna grab a set. Looks like they're selling out of these things too. So, and we already have this size, which is nice. So, all right, on to the checkout counter we go, and we're done. We are done at Costco. Thing is, I gotta come back tomorrow, pick up the Cybertruck in the exact same area. So if I did forget anything, well, we'll just roll over to Costco. Well, we did it. I don't know how I did that. I felt like, I told the lady that was checking out, I was like, I felt like I was on that TV show, you know, where you have this long to go shop, grab what you can. That's what I literally just felt like. But we are cart deep right now, and it's just one of those things. It's like, let's just go ahead and spend the money, buy in bulk, and oh my goodness, I forgot our trunk is full of stuff. Also, we got our chairs in, so we gotta test those out. I went ahead and actually just got them on Amazon, so I'm super excited about that. Look how small they are. Biggest fear of mine is hopefully they're not too small. But I thought I had an empty trunk, so now I gotta organize all this. And luckily, I think we can put the seat down. We're in business. All right, I'm gonna load this up. I'm ready to get going. Oh, work, work, work. But you gotta have work before you can have fun. What if I gotta recycle? I'll throw it away at the campground. Throw it away. Hope you guys are having just a fantastic time and just enjoying yourselves. We have just had such an amazing time in Ohio. Very excited for the trip coming up as well. Hope you guys are excited as well. And yeah, I'm excited to be sharing all these journeys with you, all the adventures. To a little birthday party yesterday, so have little goodie bags that we gotta bring inside when we get back. So, luckily this loaner has space. I do miss the Cybertruck. Didn't think I'd ever say that, but I miss it. In all fairness and honesty, the Cybertruck has been a really good vehicle. All opinions aside, with everything going on in the world and this or that, it's been a very, very good truck. Also, bad thing about this Model Y is I went to the grocery store the other day and my cold stuff fell into this little hole here, just like this. Boop. Didn't even know. Molly went to go load the car up last night, and I had just stuff that was already, the heat just ruined it. So I gotta pay attention to all those little cracks and crevices. Woo! It's a toasty one. I mean, these crevices are kind of nice as long as I can remember to grab the stuff out of there. And you know, Costco, you don't have bags, right? So you just kind of, you know, throw everything in the car, which is fine. I prefer this actually. Also, what are you guys interested in seeing? Let us know as well. You know, what's something that's been on your mind a little bit? You know, you have any questions for us?
I feel like we are seasoned full-timers, right? I feel like we're able to say that with confidence. So maybe you just found us. Maybe you guys are looking to hit the road. Maybe you have some questions about the RV lifestyle. Comment down below. The chats are always open. I'm excited to try these new headlamps. Maybe some camping hunting. Who knows what we're gonna get into. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the journey. Let's go return this car like a good Samaritan. I mean, they got enough to do. We already spent way longer in there than we were supposed to. So they start shutting down little sections. So, I mean, obviously they have stuff to do. They start restocking shelves and things like that. So I totally get it. Appreciate them, and actually forgot an item. And then I had to go to the back and go grab it. And the lady's like, I got you. What do you need? So shout to Costco here in Ohio for, you know, just taking a second and helping me out. That's enough Costco for the day. Whew. I'm ready to actually check my ring and see what all I did. I guarantee you it's gonna say that I worked out. So I have enjoyed this Oura ring. It has been really, really nice to kind of know my levels too, and it'll watch, I guarantee you, it'll say, check your activity, because that was a hustle. I am definitely not used to this Model Y just yet, but honestly, this nice little camera holder has been really cool. I should have left the AC going. My goodness. My little Costco neighbor here is getting their kiddos in the car, so we'll just wait. You know, dad mode kicks in, and I'm like, I don't want to run anybody over, so make sure they're in there. All right, we're good. Let's check the Oura app and see if it thinks that I did a workout. I know I did. My heart rate has got to be boom, 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 boom. It says, did you just do housework on the app? And then I will confirm. It said for 33 minutes, I was moving and grooving. I just put housework, to be honest with you. And you can see right when I got here versus all the way in the store, my heart rate was boom, 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 boom. I'm not a numbers guy. I don't really care about the app, but it is interesting to see like my stress levels or my sleep. I think it's really, really cool. And I'm glad Molly, you know, told me about the ring. So she had one for a year, and I finally got one, and it's been good ever since. Back to the campground we go. Wow, that was a rush. I will tell you that. 93. I beg to differ. I bet it's hotter than 93. It's so crazy to see the Costco parking lot just empty. When I got here, it was 10 till closing, which I was quick. I got in and out. I didn't piddle around. I wasn't in there just vlogging, messing around. I literally focused and I did what I needed to do. Worked out great. So do I need to supercharge? The plug at the campground has been off a little bit. It's been goofy. I think over the weekend it's just been so congested. Honestly, I'm not charging. We're going straight campground. I have a separate breaker for the Tesla charger. And it gets so hot because there's so many people at the RV park that we just moved to. And I think that's the issue. I think the problem is there's so many people on one line. And when you're at the very end, your breaker gets the least amount of power. Everybody before you is ramping and moving, and they got so much power going. You get the short end of the stick, and you're gonna get, well, you're gonna get less power. In my brain, I think that's what it is. Comment down below if you think it's different, but I do feel like if you're at the end of the line where the power stops, I feel like that's you're getting the short end of the stick. Oh, I forgot this car has no tint on it, so people are looking at me like, who's that guy talking to? So I've been having to supercharge lately, and it's kind of inconvenient when I can just go home, plug in, go to bed, do my thing. I'll try tonight because everyone did pretty much clear out, and then we'll go from there. So, all right, we got about 40 minutes. Yay, traffic. Also, I want to take a second real quick and thank each and every one of you for all the positive uplift on the last video and the project that I just recently did with the new water filter install. Saw a few comments that said, hey, you need to somehow zip down the softener, it's gonna fall over. Honestly, we just did a trip, went to a brand new campground, nothing moved, not one thing shifted. It was incredible. We also do have a softener stand that it will click into, and it's actually got a strap on it. It's pretty cool, but in order for me to keep that door where it's at, I can't do it. Go Blue Tech does have a system to keep it in place, but honestly, between that door sill and that door that I cut, it's not going anywhere. So
I did see your comments and I do appreciate it. And I just want to take a second just to say thank you so much. Like I said earlier, it's our very first time to go on a trip and not bring a vehicle. Having an electric car is a double-edged sword, I guess you could say. You can just plug in when you get home, you go to sleep, right? It's more than that because sometimes the campgrounds don't allow charging. 2, you have to bring an extension cord with you to run it to the post. What if you get to somewhere that doesn't even have superchargers? Now you're dealing with that. And I have been somewhere where I had to fully charge to 100% just to make it to the other side. Like we went to Canada, there was no chargers past a certain area. So it's something you have to look forward to. And I also said back in 2020 or 21, I would never buy another electric car. Well, come 2024, we bought a Cybertruck. It was just one of those things that we had put the deposit in on a long time ago. And it's just one of those things we wanted to try. And it's been fun, it's been cool, but now I want to get back to, not realization, I want to get back to more simplicity, right? I want to go back to flat towing. So we'll get into that. We absolutely love the Cybertruck. It's been fun, it's been so much fun. But we do want to go back to what's simple, what's a simpler concept of getting somewhere. It's like going with less. What can we hit the road with and go and have less belongings, right? We did this lifestyle for a reason. And I think we're gonna get back to that mindset of just getting rid of stuff and letting go of things. And we're all guilty of doing it. When I had my house, I was guilty. I had 2 or 3 boxes in the garage, old HDMI cables, old boxes of screws, different things that I held on to for some crazy reason. Only you know what I'm talking about, right? You're like, oh, I'll use that HDMI cable later. Oh, I'll use this box of screws for another project. We're all guilty of doing it, but we're getting back to remembering our roots on why we began this lifestyle in the first place. We got traffic. It's one thing we've got over here in Ohio. It's been a lot of traffic. You gotta pay attention, you gotta watch. But I'm so glad we have this platform that we can talk and just, I don't know, just talk about different things, right? You guys probably have a stack of stuff in your garage or in a room that it's been kind of bothering you or it's been weighing on you a little bit, right? It's like, how can we get rid of this stuff or donate or give it away, right? And I think clearing out the air and also getting rid of things creates a space for your brain to work. It's kind of like you're not going to go into a kitchen and cook a meal with dishes stacked up in your sink, right? You're clearing the space to start new. All right, this traffic is wild. We're gonna get through it. I think there's a car accident up ahead, and I'll see you back at the RV. So we just got our brand new chairs in. Whoever sent us a link, thank you so much. So we got 2 rocking recliner chairs, I think. Then we got 2, I don't want to say not basic, but just normal. You open them up, you put the poles in, you sit down. I kind of want to open those up right now. Yeah, see how big it is. This thing is supposed to just be a little rocker. And I got a nice little strap on it. I don't know the brand. I'm sure it's just something from China, but hey, everything comes from China, right? Not sure about the brand. Someone sent the link, like I said. It was on Amazon, and it came within 2 or 3 days. So shout to you, whoever you are who told us about this. I'm curious to see. The reviews were kind of mixed about them, but it did have more good reviews versus the less ones. So I'm gonna open it up real quick. Molly's in there whipping up some dinner. So today's just gonna be you and I hanging out, just relaxing, just making a little video while the sun is finally that way. So it was a toasty one this morning. Earlier I spoke about the power kept on tripping about with the car, right? Also this morning I woke up, I was like, why am I so hot? Sure enough, when the breaker flipped, it flipped a breaker on the inside. So when I say flipped, we have a watchdog, and then of course we have another onboard surge protector. It flipped that and it came back on. All that voltage and force, it actually flipped one of our AC breakers, which is the front AC, which was not on this morning. My phone said it was on, but the AC was actually off. It tripped on the inside. So this morning I woke up, it was about 95 degrees in the front. Luckily we have the other 2 ACs going to try to compensate, but they were fighting each other because it was so warm. I woke up this morning, I'm like, something is not right. But you definitely can tell a difference when your ACs are not ripping and going. Luckily, I found the issue, flipped the breaker, kicked back on, and it cooled down in no time. If you're hot in your RV, possibly check your breakers. So I was surprised that it flipped the one on the inside and didn't just kick back on. I'm just glad the sun is away right now and I can come out here, shorts and a shirt, and just hang out. Let's put these together. Let's get some first thoughts on these new chairs. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so just what, unfolds like this? It's not as big as I thought it would be. Okay. I had it backwards. All right, I'm gonna set this up real quick. I'm curious. And it actually, the material looks really nice too. Look at that. And look, no holes, just the breathable stuff. Does it go this way? Little side pocket. I wonder if there's a cup holder. I mean, it's okay if there's not a cup holder though. Okay, so this is the back side. All right, let me see. We get the poles. All fits in a little bag. This looks pretty nice. Some instructions. Okay, so legs first. Just like that. Okay, I'm gonna put it together.
Hopefully it's just easy as 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
We got a little transformer here.
That's not bad.
You know what's crazy? The chairs that I spent the $200 on didn't even have like good little shoes. And online it said you could do like up to 300 pounds or something. I don't know. What? Look at this. Whoa, I don't know about that. Trust the process, right?
I wonder if it's better to do the top and then the bottom. It doesn't really specify on there, but we'll just do the top.
Dang.
Feels like quality, to be honest with you.
Oh, and I like how far this goes down too.
And the stitching, you can move the pillow up or down.
Okay, this is a little stretch. A little workout, come on. Oh, it's got a little tab on it. I got 2 of these.
They're not, look how light they are.
Look, here's my pinky. Link in bio. Just kidding. We're gonna test it out before we send a link. Imagine just. Oh my. Okay. Oh, so it's not like a rocker. It's more of like. Honestly, they're really chill. You're hanging out. You got your phone. Remember the other ones? Look. No holes. You got a drink right here. You got a phone. This is nice. You guys want to see from the side? Like, I thought there would be a little more resistance with it, you know, from going back. I mean, no one's going to sit like this. But honestly, you're going to just, you kind of have to balance a little bit though. Oh, wait a minute. Lean back with the pillow? I feel like an avid camper now. You just got to be careful. I wonder if you can lock it into place though, right? You have to be able to lock it. Yeah, because you're going to be kicking back anyways like this. You're at a campfire just chilling, you're hanging out. Yeah, these will work. I mean, they have to work. We're leaving in a day or 2. Let's put together just like the basic one. I think I got 2 or 3 of those. Someone's ripping on the road. Not bad. Okay, chair number 1. You guys saw the back for that one. Here's the back for this one. It's a whole lot smaller. So these are probably gonna be for the kids. I did get 2 of those and I got 2 of these. I thought I ordered 3. But Willow already has a chair, but we have to remember to get it out of the Cybertruck. Let's open this up real quick. Oh, it has little feet on it. Remember I was just telling you about the other one that poked through the ground? Yeah, but can you fold the chair with these on though? Look at that. So this is to keep it from digging into the dirt. I really hope we don't have to keep these separate because that's another tedious thing that we have to stop and do. I don't want to do that. Man, I like the way this looks. Oh, this is gonna get lost. Looks like a hair tie. That's literally a hair tie. That's funny. A little transformer. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. Okay. How you doing? Yeah, so look, you just put these in like this. I bet it's for this back side. No, that's where the seat actually goes into. Okay. Yeah, so that's weird. Let's see, where would these go? I guess just right over that, right? Look. Oh, yeah, I bet they're made to fold into the bag like that, right? Maybe that's just for shipping. Look at the difference, though. Big foot, little foot. Definitely want those. You don't want it digging on the ground, because then you're stuck. Look how short this looks. You imagine like that not being hooked in, and then it falls out right there. Oh my gosh. Maybe over time it'll stretch a little easier. I mean, it's not bad. It just feels a little small though. Forgot to move the camera so you can't even see me. It does feel a little small though. I guess if it's for the kids, it doesn't really matter. I mean, but you can see the difference, right? How low this one sits versus the other one. I feel like we still might be on the hunt for chairs, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. T-minus 1 or 2 days till we leave, so this is gonna have to work. But here, let me show you. I mean, obviously too, the ground is a little uneven, but it's kind of low. And they're very, very, very light. But I mean, I think for the kids, it's pretty chill. If they break, $30 a piece. I don't know, the other one feels a lot sturdier. I think as long as you get past like putting it together, you feel fine. So, all right, there's the new chairs. There you have it. I'm gonna show you a little project I'm kind of thinking about in my brain a little bit, and then I'm gonna go eat some dinner. Talking about getting road ready, and we used to have a dash cam. This is the project I want to talk to you guys about. I actually have two I want to talk about, but the other one is just not gonna work out because, well, they didn't have what I needed at Costco, because I wanted to do the outdoor, the fridge freezer concept. I had a dash cam for the longest time in the motorhome. It was a Ring dash cam. It was incredible. Well, they stopped making it. Actually, that my camera went out. Never even talked about it. Never even mentioned it in any kind of video. I paid hundreds and hundreds of dollars for this dash cam. Paid for the service. Paid for all these things. Stops working. Freezes up. Bricks up on me. I call the company. They're like, "Oh, you're 1 day out of your warranty, and we're no longer making that camera anyways." I go, "Oh." They go, "Well, if you would have bought the extended warranty, we could have just shipped you a replacement." So I've actually been traveling with no dash cam for over a year now. And I'm tired of doing that. I don't want to be doing that. We were at Target the other day. I saw this dash cam. It was sitting just in the glass door. And I'm like, what is this? It's 4K, whatever. So we're gonna be setting up a dash cam real quick. Like I said, it's one of these videos today where we're just getting road ready to head to Connecticut. And that's what we're doing. We went and bought the DEF. We got the dash cam. Molly's already out there sitting and rocking in the new chair. So hey, if she's happy, I'm happy. So let's throw this dash cam up. Let's see what it's going to be looking like. Because when you drive something that's 50,000+ pounds, you want to be protected when you're on the road. It's your word against someone else's. And people, I will tell you what, they pull out in front of you. They have zero mercy. I hate to say it, but it's true. And guess what? I can't slow down like a normal car. 50,000+ pounds trying to slow down? Not gonna happen. I'm like, let's invest. Let's get a little dash cam. It was on sale. It was $200 something, and it was on sale for $159, so $160. It said 4K, and I was like, 4K, and it came with a super nice SD card as well, which we'll probably upgrade that, do something a little bit bigger. And I'm sure over time it rewrites itself. But if an accident does happen, it will override the card. Well, it'll make sure the accident gets captured. I'm pretty excited about that. But here it is right here, and you can actually do Apple CarPlay on this. Believe it or not, this coach does not have CarPlay or anything like that, and I'm typically just putting my phone in the cup holder, and I'm sick of doing that. Here's the dash, here's what we got going on, and that's what we're gonna be setting up for. I was worried that the dash has a little curvature to it, and it was gonna be leaning like this, and that would have bothered me all day, but this will be our new GPS, so I'm excited to be trying it. So not really gonna be an open box video, it's gonna be like, hey, let's get it together, see if it works. Let's just go from there. So I'm gonna open this up, like I said, T-minus 1 day or two until leaving, and that way we are just road ready and we can just rip and drive. Also came with a camera in the rear, which we're not going to do that because we would have to run it about 45 feet, and we're not gonna do that. It's not gonna make it. At least we have an extra camera. Maybe I can put it on the bumper or put it outside or something. Another project for another day. We got USB-C. We also have cigarette lighter and then a pad to install it. Micro SD. Cool. That'll be okay. I thought it was 128, but I guess I was mistaken. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, collision sensor. So yeah, the collision sensor, if it thinks that you got into a collision, it will override the stuff that's not important, and then that way it records for the collision. So I'm gonna go through here and do a quick install. Let's just see what it looks like. I just noticed that if you mount this on your dash, you can actually have it tilted a little bit, just like this. And you can also move the camera right here. So if you are not perfectly straight, you can just move the lens to the left or to the right. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna plug it in, and we're gonna just set it up just a little bit like this, and then we'll kind of get it to how we want. Dang, this is really cool actually. And then we can move the camera to the left to straighten up a bit. Almost looks like it was meant to be here. Let's get it installed. Wish I didn't have to stick anything on the dash because I feel like, oh, you know what I mean? Maybe, I was like, can I suction cup it to the dash? That's my thing, is I don't want to put this on the dash because then it stays on the dash. If I ever sell the motorhome, this will probably go with it. Like a little perk, right? All right, let's just get to it. I don't want to spend too much time doing an unboxing, but you know, this is, maybe you guys are looking for a dash cam. We're gonna find out if this one's worthy or not. Powering on. Oh, who's at the door? It's always fun. Where would be the dash cam version? I mean, who needs instructions? Oh, that's pretty clear. Super wide though. I wonder if it's supposed to be that wide. I actually like it just like that on the dash a little bit. And we can move the camera around
You guys seeing this? This is really nice. I want to go flat to the dash so it looks like it's made to actually be installed right here. Yeah, and honestly, and it can see the entire road. I like that. I like that a lot. Of course, I got the blinds down right now, and we can lift this up too, but honestly, that looks really nice. Is that it? It's just camera and it's just wide like that. I'm sure it'll look better when the blinds are up. I'll have to do a review when we're actually on the road, but we're just right out of the box and about to install it. Oh, you know what? I was like, this isn't very clear. Oh, night and day difference. It wasn't very clear because it had something over the lens, but I like that. I mean, I don't know if it'll come up on this lens, but I mean, first thoughts, it is pretty clear. And there's no delay with the touching of anything either. We're gonna prep the dash with rubbing alcohol to make sure that we have a good surface to stick it on. Man, that is strong. Place it on there again. Make sure we like the way it looks. And honestly, I might drill into the dash. I mean, we know this is gonna work, right? So later, not now. See what we get. I like the way this looks because I can always come up with it too. I like it sitting on the dash because it looks like it's supposed to be there. We're pretty much lined up with the screen at the bottom there. I'm testing, I'm driving. It looks nice. All right, here we go. We're putting down the sticker. Here we go. Nice press. Yeah, then we can come up a little bit if need be. We can play with it, we can turn it. I honestly like it straight like that. Wow, it looks really, really good. Yeah, so I got it even with the screen. And with the heat too, it'll bake it down a little bit. Pretty happy with that. So we'll have to do a little test. I'm sure we'll vlog when we hit the road. We'll pop the SD card in, gives us a different kind of code or anything. Nice little case too. I like that the time is set already also. Like, how did it know that? 'Cause I didn't set the time, it just came like that. Loading failed, please format or replace it. Okay, so it needs to be formatted. Okay, and you can do auto dimming, screensaver. Wow, there's a lot. You can do left or right hand drive. So we are, it says left rudder or right rudder. I'm assuming we're left rudder. Camera resolutions, whoa, this is so cool. Microphone, system, format SD card, yeah. Let's format that. Successful, and then I wonder, do we just hit camera and then it starts recording? Do I need to, okay, so I'm gonna have to remember to record. But honestly, I think if there's a collision, it will automatically record. So we can pause that. I can remember to do that. We're gonna read some instructions. Taking a photo. Okay, where do we go to see that? Maybe playback? There you have it. Dang, it looks good. They like this so far, and we haven't even left this RV park. All right, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. Let's get some final thoughts and go from there. It is safe to say I am impressed with this dash cam. I need to figure out how to use my truck map on here because I don't want to use Google Maps. It doesn't do what the trucker map can do. What's nice about the trucker map is it sets the size of our coach, which allows which roads to go on and not to go on. And that's what I need to figure out how to do over here. All I really wanted was the camera. That's pretty much it on this dash cam install. I'm gonna clean up, go through here and see what all came with this little microphone. There's all kinds of things. So clean up a little bit, let's reconvene. I wonder what we could do with this extra camera, because this is supposed to plug into the main camera and this is supposed to go to like the back of a car, which we're not going to use this. Drop down below. What should we do with the rear cam? I don't know. Should we do like another, maybe put it up top and have two different camera angles? I don't really know, but we have an extra camera if we need it. The biggest goal was to have a dash cam, and I think we accomplished that today. The nice thing is we'll be able to just unplug this before hitting the road, and when we hit the road, you plug it in. That's pretty much it. I think it's safe to say Molly likes this chair. At first I kind of flipped out a little bit, as you saw earlier, because I like flung back, but it's good. It's a good chair. We'll see what this trip consists of though. It's getting dark out, so I want to try out these new little headlamps. I'm pretty excited. What were they, like 30 bucks? I think they were what, 30 bucks at Costco for 3 of these? I mean, honestly, 1,000 looms. Dang, these are nice. Of course, there's a zip tie in the back of them, so I'll have to go get something to break that off. I do at least want to try one and see what they look like. Oh, that's easy. Put it right off. Just one of those, like, let's get some camping essential kind of videos today. Just honestly wanted to come on, chat with you guys, say hello, and you know, appreciate the support. And it's the truth, I enjoy making these. Oh, it came with some Duracells too. If you guys have any essentials that you think we're missing for our journey and all this, you know, we've been doing this, what, 6 years now, and we still don't have everything that we need. It's kind of like we just kind of go with the flow a little bit. I think also it will be cool to go on this trip without the Cybertruck and know if we miss it or not, having a vehicle. But the biggest thing is we are going to start shopping for a flat tow vehicle. because Cybertruck might be going to a new home soon, so that's what we're gonna be doing. I think we're gonna go back to flat tow. I have a few options of some vehicles that I do want to get and do want to try out. Well, I say try, I mean purchase and buy, but they are hard to get. But the one I want is very particular. So when I find out, I got one deal in the works right now. So if it ends up working out, you guys will definitely know, and I'll take you through the entire process. These batteries are nice, rechargeable too. So you can put 3 AAAs in it, or you can just charge this light and you're good to go. They look like they're waterproof too. Yeah, there's different modes on them. I'm gonna go through them. They're like pretty bright. Oh, cool. So you have like a little reading lamp too. I thought it lit up red is what the package said. You know, you get a new toy, you kind of want to play with it a little bit. My goodness, 1,000 looms. That's pretty good for a little headlamp, right? 1, 2. That's like a spot. Oh, that's the bright one, right? Yeah, and then you've got like more of a reading style lamp right there. Yeah, that's a little reading light. I got 3, so the kids will have these too. They can go play with friends on the trip. It says a red mode. What is this? It says it goes red and green. How do you go? Wow, and you can feel it's getting hot too. Let's figure out how to do that. So you have a beam light, a bullseye, a flood, arc, red, and green. But there's all the modes right there. Yeah, Costco, go get you a set. It's literally $10 a headlight. That's pretty good for 1,000 looms. All right, I'm gonna figure this out. We're gonna have a red light. That's awesome. I read the instructions. We got a green mode and we have a red mode. What would that even be for, you think? Is this more for like incognito, like I'm going like hunting modes or something? Like what is this red light for? That is so cool. And then you've got a green mode too, which I have no idea what that would even be for. Wow, now I can't see anything. But hey, we got it to work. Okay. Eventually we have to wrap this video. Again, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Well, just me today, really. I wanted to make a video. Come on, say hi. Camping essentials, getting ready for Connecticut. Tomorrow is a big day. We have a lot on the docket. We have to go pick the Cybertruck up, drop the loaner off, take the trailer, put everything in storage, and it's going to be a job. So if we end up making a video, you guys will know firsthand. But without further ado, we're gonna leave the video right here, and we'll see you on the next adventure.